Today marks 70 years since the U.S. dropped an atomic bomb on Hiroshima, killing tens of thousands of people and soon ending World War II.
And tonight, NBC4's Mike Bowersock spoke to a close friend of the commander of the plane that dropped that first bomb. He is here tonight with more on that. Mike?
Well, we not only talked to Warren Motz, but saw how others were remembering this day. Even those who believe the bomb was the best option don't celebrate what it did to tens of thousands of Japanese civilians.
Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
A night of prayers, poems, and songs to remember what happened on this day 70 years ago. Little Boy, the equivalent of 15,000 tons of TNT, was exploded over Hiroshima. 160,000 people would be killed and the atomic age began.
The lesson of Hiroshima is, there are better ways to, resolve the differences, than war, and there are better ways than nuclear weapons.
Meanwhile, tonight in Groveport is Central Ohio's closest connection to the first atomic bomb. There is a display at Mott's Military Museum for Air Force General Paul Tibbets, who was a captain and in charge of the Enola Gay, the B-29 superfortress that dropped it. He was a close personal friend of Warren Motz, who started the museum, and Tibbets lived here in Columbus until his death in 2007.
Paul always said, I had a job to do, and I did it, and that was it. I mean, I'm a military man. He says, I was told to do something, and I did it, and he says, I really believe I did the right thing, because he ended the war.
Less than a week after the second bomb was dropped, Japan surrendered. At Goodale Park tonight, a plea that it never happens again. It caused so much death, but there is a strong belief that the bombings saved even more.
I've had many a person, when I'm with Paul, a guy would come up to him and say, boy, I thank you, because without you, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have a family, I wouldn't have nothing, because we were waiting to invade. And if you hadn't dropped that bomb, we would have had to invade Japan, and that would have been it, and we would have lost. Actually, the figure was like 1.5 to 2 million people.
Well, recent polls show most Americans still believe that dropping the atomic bomb was the right decision, but that percentage isn't as high as years past. The debate has gone on for decades and likely will continue. I'm Mike Bowersock, NBC4.